I'm not surprised at all that Ravi Shastri is the coach of the Indian team again. I know there was a process. I know there were some good names in that selection process as well. But the moment Anshuman Gaikwad said that he was quite happy with Ravi Shastri's performance, and the moment the question was posed to Virat Kohli at a press conference before leaving for the West Indies, and he chose to answer it saying that he would be very happy if Ravi was the coach, I think it was cast in stone there, because for the CAC then to then turn around and appoint somebody else would have been openly going against the desires of the captain. That's never a good thing. So I think they've done right. If that is what the captain wanted, if that is the general perception going around, then Ravi Shastri's continuation would be the right step. But it was inevitable. I don't think there was ever any point at which we thought that that Ravi wouldn't be the coach going ahead. One of the criteria for selection was past performance. He got a lot of points on past performance. Let's analyze that a little more closely. What happened in his reign? The pluses first. India were number 1 on the ICC Test match ranking, won an away series in Australia for the first time. India were number 2 on the ODI rankings, won bilaterals in South Africa for the first time, won a bilateral in Australia for the first time. They'd only won a tri-series before that, had a pretty good win percentage, 43-44 out of 61 games. So that was a pretty good win percentage. But India lost 7 test matches in 2018, and that's something that I'm sure Ravi will look at and say, I don't like that. I would have liked it to be better, and India didn't win an ICC tournament. So what are the challenges for Ravi Shastri going ahead? He's got the job till the World T20 of 2021. That is 2 years and a little bit from now on. What are the major tournaments in that period? There's 2 World T20 titles, championships. There's another 4 test series in Australia, and there's 10 test matches against England, 5 home and 5 away. So what should be the expectation chart? When you appoint a CEO, you say, this is what we want from him. When you appoint a coach, even though he's not actually playing, you say, this is what would be on our wish list. Winning again in Australia, yes, but definitely winning a series in England and delivering 1 ICC title. India haven't won an ICC title since 2013. There's 2 World T20s, by the way. India will just have to win 1, even though T20 is currently India's weakest format. But there's more to that. The job of a coach, especially as it's defined now with the support staff, is also to hold the hand of young people coming through, put an arm around the shoulder of the senior players who might be feeling a little threatened as their seniority grows. So I'll be looking very closely at how some of the younger players are handled. Mayank Agarwal has just come in. Rishabh Pant has just come in. Shubman Gill is about to come in. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Here are 3 players. Mayank Agarwal is a little older than the other 2, but who could be the future of India in a big way. And so the job of the coach is to hold their hands. You look at white ball cricket. Navdeep Saini's made a little impact already. Khalil Ahmed is just about there. Some good games, some not so good. Krunal Pandya has just won a player of the tournament. Player of the series really in T20 cricket. Now here are players who can serve you well going ahead too. And I think it'll be the job of the coach to ensure that their development goes the way it should. Then there's a couple of others. I think Hardik Pandya is a big player in the Indian cricket system in whatever format he's playing. There's a lot that's going to be asked of him. His back is hurting him. How do you handle Hardik Pandya, the player? Because he always gives 100% every time he plays. He's a key player for the Mumbai Indians. He's a key player in every format. So handling Hardik Pandya is going to be a big job for the team management. And there's one other. Just as you want the younger players to come through, you also have to ensure that quality young players are not lost to the system. And there's a very real chance, given that he's currently hurtling downhill, that you lose Prithvi Shaw. And India cannot afford to lose Prithvi Shaw. It's a job of the coach either to give him a kick up the backside sometimes, either to hold him by the collar and drag him back, but India cannot afford to lose Prithvi Shaw. I think Ravi will have a big part to play as someone who knows the Mumbai system and knows the culture of where Prithvi Shaw has come from. So I'd expect Ravi to play a big part in the handling of Prithvi Shaw going ahead from here. He's got an even bigger role to play with the senior players. There are 3 senior players who are currently single format players. Talking of Cheteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, Ravichandran Ashwin. All 3 have white ball ambitions, by the way, but currently they're all single format players. Pujara has been left out once. He came back strongly in Australia, but he's been left out once, was a bit insecure. Ajinkya Rahane has been left out, is a bit insecure. Ravichandran Ashwin is going through a bit of a crossroads. Played the first test match in Australia, then Kuldeep Yadav got wickets. The coach likes Kuldeep Yadav. He said so quite openly about wanting to have a Chinaman bowler in the side. But these are 3 match winners for you, potential match winners for you. And I think the job of the coach also is to say, we're with you. Put an arm around their shoulder. They don't need a kick up their backside. An arm around their shoulder saying, I want to see you going further in your careers. So there's 2 levels at which to look at the job of the chief coach. One is he delivering results? On that count, he's got to have his players perform for him. And it's still a captain's side more than it is a coach's side. But more than anything else, it is handling a wonderful crop of young players coming through and looking after the senior players that I think Ravi Shastri will be judged by.